Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Hello Monster Jam fans, and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today we are taking a look at Series 2 of the Earth vs. Surf double packs by Spin Master Monster Jam for Walmart in 2022. These are super exciting, and of course the conclusion to the double pack series for this thematic for 2022 as well. We have 4 new trucks here to talk about today, 2 Earth trucks and 2 Surf trucks. So the first pack of the 2 is Max D Earth vs. Zombie Surf. And I really like that zombie. We'll take a good look at that in just a moment. And we also have Horsepower Earth versus the brand new Aqua Stallion. This is a first-time concept truck for this series, and it's something we have seen in the past actually from Fire and Ice. If you recall, back in 2019 we had a team captain truck. So Aqua Stallion is its own concept being released for the first time in Earth vs. Surf Series 2 doubles. We are going to start the review today with the first pack I discussed, which is Max D Earth versus Zombie Surf, and let's unbox them and check them out. All right, here they are together. We have already talked about the amazing looking packaging design for this series in the previous review, but there it is, Max D Earth versus Zombie Surf. The blue zombie logo, I really like that, and of course Max D's logo is the same as usual. So let's take a look at the trucks. Here they are, the Max D and the Zombie. We're gonna start with Earth as always. The Max D this time is a yellow body base, so it is a matte clear coat, like I discussed in the previous video. For this truck and all the Earth trucks, they are matte clear coats. And Max D has a lot of that same splattering paint job going around. Every single Earth truck does have that paint splatter on it, which represents, I guess, kind of volcanic rock exploding on the ground and going onto the truck. I'm sure I've discussed that before as well. But there it is on the truck, really dark gray paint being splattered. We have the Max D face, or the Maximus face, with magma coming out of the exhaust pipes and the mouth. We have an orange background, the Monster Jam Earth logo, Max D, Tom Mentz. Then we have the front clip here with the magma. I love how it looks going up the truck here. So we have magma going up the truck, up to the roof here, 12-time champion, and then down the back with the orange and the Monster Jam Earth logo with the red taillights. Then it has that same orange roll cage, black chassis, translucent Earth tires in orange, and translucent yellow rims like all of them have had in this series. It is on the rear engine. I'm not sure why they didn't choose to do the front engine, but this has been a theme here with all previous Max D releases of the thematic series. If we recall back all the way to 2018, Max D Fire, which was a real truck, did run the rear engine in Spin Master Monster Jam. By this point in time, we did not have a front engine, but by the time they switched to Zombie vs. Hunters, we did. So we didn't see them switch it to front engine for this release, but there's the Hunter Max D from that series. I really wish they would have done front engine starting here because it would have put it in motion for the rest of them, but Max D did not get a front engine here, nor did it get it in the Gears and Galaxies when it was in the Gears set. But I really did enjoy how the Max D gear looked with the blue and white scheme. So there was the Gears Max D, and now of course stepping into the realm of Earth, we have the Max D Earth edition. So there it is, the first truck of the review, Max D Earth, and now we have the next truck, which is still my favorite series of the 2, the Surf truck, which is Zombie. And Zombie always gets an awesome looking scheme. This time we have a drowned zombie. This is one of the coolest zombie schemes I've ever seen. And you know what? I want to quickly actually start with taking a look back on the previous zombie schemes, because we've had some pretty awesome ones. Of course, real life, there was a Zombie Fire, and in the Fire and Ice line, this is our first release of a specialized Walmart thematic zombie. Then in 2020, we had a little bit of a weird release with Zombie, and not much changed. All they did was add the goo to it. Of course, that was because they wanted to do all 4 encore zombies, but couldn't budget it into the Walmart castings. So we did just get a regular release of a regular zombie in Zombie vs. Hunters with a little bit of goo on it. So this one's kind of a flop here, but the rest of them have been awesome thus far, which includes, of course, my personal favorite since the release of the Fire Zombie, which was Galaxy Zombie, and this thing looked insanely cool with the Galaxy as a face. We had the blue zombie logo, the translucent purple arms with those awesome tires, and now we have the drowned zombie from Surf, and this one honestly might become my favorite. I just love the colors. Of course, turquoise is my favorite color, and there's a lot of it on these trucks. So Zombie, Surf, Really cool release here. And let's take a look at all the detail. Let me actually adjust this camera angle so you can see it much better. So here it is, Zombie Surf. You can see the skin tone is a dark blue. We have the white and turquoise clothing, Monster Jam Surf logo, some seaweed coming off the side here with the zombie logo in turquoise with orange in the background. The hair has been changed to a dark blue with the brain remaining pink. We have the zombie face here. The eyes are barely visible, but they are there as if they're waterlogged. So that's pretty cool how they're like dark white with a barely noticeable pupil there, with some barnacles on the face, some scratches in the skin, and the teeth, the jaw painted fully. The arms are a minty green color, so it does match the paint color of the truck here with this zombie. Same with the ear on the side, and this side here with some more seaweed on this end, and here as well with the same zombie logo. We have that translucent turquoise roll cage with that darker but translucent green tinted chassis with those pearlescent water tires and dark solid blue rims. So there is Drowned Zombie. There is the tailgate, by the way, I forgot to mention that, with more seaweed, monsterjam.com, zombie, and the clothing again. So this definitely is my favorite zombie of the thematic series so far. Every year they one-up it, besides, of course, the zombie from Zombie vs. Hunters, but this is definitely one of the coolest zombies ever. And I would actually love to see this as a real-life scheme one day. But there is Zombie Surf from Earth vs. Surf for 2022 Walmart thematic. And now we're on to the next pack with Earth Horsepower and Aqua Stallion. All right, so here they are. Let's unbox them and check them out. All right, so here they are, the 2 horsepower trucks. This time we are introducing a brand new horse into the mix here. I want to quickly cover who we've had in the past because we've had quite a few different horsepower releases from the casting standpoint. So the first, of course, being the regular horsepower back in 2019, followed up by, I don't have the original one right now at the moment, but the Sparkle Smash Unicorn having a brand new casting and the introduction of that Sparkle Smash Clear Coat, which all of the surf trucks do have, like I pointed out in the last video. So here is the Sparkle Smash truck. Then we had the introduction of the Zebra, which is Racing Stripes, and it has also its own casting. So the Racing Stripes did make an appearance in the singles line. And also looking back, we did have one time where we had a thematic horsepower, which was Series 3 of the Monster Jam Fire and Ice series for Walmart. So horsepower fire is kind of represented the same way with the Earth horsepower in just a little bit of a different standpoint, but a very similar fiery mane. And actually they did switch the paint color, but very similar as far as how they did the hair on the truck. But there is horsepower fire from the Walmart Fire and Ice series. That's the only thematic horsepower casting we've had. And now we have 2 more for the Walmart series. We are going to talk about Horsepower Earth first because I think it's awesome nonetheless, but it does get overshadowed by Aqua Stallion since it is a new truck. But here is Earth Horsepower. It is a rocky horse body. As you can see, it's got just a solid kind of boulder look to it. It's got that paint splatter in brown instead of the gray that Max D had. It has a lot of cool red hot iron chains on it, so you can see they're still red hot from the mouth heating them up. I love how the temperature goes from super hot, and you can see it on the metal, to very cold, so it's kind of heating up as it goes along. And then of course you can see there are some little rips in the rock here where there's heat escaping. And then we have the Monster Jam Earth logo, horsepower logo normally done, and this side here, same stuff going on, just flipped around. And those chains do wrap around the top of the truck and the front snout of the truck. We also have some really cool hot magma escaping through the nostrils with those red hot teeth and lips right there. I really like how they made the truck look like it's a rock, but also that there's magma and heat escaping through these areas. We also have that same fiery mane that the Horsepower Fire did have with the orange to yellow gradient, but this time the ears are not a solid color. They are also matching how the fire is done on the mane and the tail with the orange to yellow gradient and some heat signatures around the base of the ears. It also has that same chassis that we talked about with Max D, the same Earth tires and same rims, and there is Horsepower Earth. I'm very happy to see this return. I think they did a wonderful job as far as realism goes in terms of how the heat dissipation looks, and this is just an awesome looking truck. So there is Horsepower Earth for the Earth vs. Surf trucks. And now we have the brand new Aqua Stallion, the newest member of the horsepower casting fleet. And this is a really, really cool truck. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have its logo on the truck. But here it is, Aqua Stallion for Earth vs. Surf team. It is a zebra body, but instead of the zebra stripes, It is the ripples in the sand on the seabed from wave currents and the motion, of course, of the waves that you typically see. So I love the creativity on how they did the design. It is so heavily detailed. The starfish on the side, the seaweed coming out of the mouth. I love that creativity there as well. Just a very, very well done truck in terms of design and the way that they captured all this detail, but also made it look like a zebra. The teeth here are a green color with the snout and the nose also being a green tinted color. This side has a different style seaweed going across the side here with 2 starfish. There's a starfish on the snout with that zebra seabed pattern continuing on, of course, to the back of the truck as well. The Monster Jam Surf logo there. And if you notice, I mean, it's the biggest thing on the truck. There is a brand new color for the mane. It is a transparent turquoise color with glitter inside of it. So if you can see it, it's hard to see, but there are glitter flakes inside of the mane, the tail, and the ears, just to make it a little more special. So there is the design cues of the Aqua Stallion. It is a wonderful truck. Very attractive to the eye as far as colors go, and I really like how they did a brand new truck in the series. I know they can't do a new casting, so of course the mane is the same as Horsepower was, but there is the Aqua Stallion. Honestly, I actually think, if I have to be really honest here, they could have done the zebra or the racing stripes insert here since it is a zebra pattern, and that would have changed up a bit. But you know what? To each their own. They decided to go with this, and it worked out just fine. And it has the same roll cage and chassis as Zombie did, with the same tires and rims as well. So there is Aqua Stallion from the Surf team for Earth vs. Surf, the only new truck that we have not seen before in previous series or in real life. This is a brand new concept exclusive to the Earth vs. series, and I really like how they did it. So there it is, and that will conclude this review of the Earth vs. Surf double packs for 2022, the final review for the double series for this year. I think this year's thematic was a pretty big success. I love the surf trucks more than the Earth trucks, but honestly, this Horsepower Earth is really awesome, and there have been a couple awesome Earth trucks in the past. So there it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. This is Ryan, Monster OCD, signing out.